One wrong decision, and everything would end. A young king, deep in enemy territory, facing the most powerful empire on earth. They outnumbered, far from home, surrounded by danger. Most commanders would wait, most would plan, most would avoid the risk. But he didn't. He attacked, and in that moment, he forced a battle that would decide everything. After securing Greece, made his move, he crossed into Asia. Not slowly, not cautiously, but with purpose, with momentum, with ambition. This was the beginning of his campaign against but the reality was brutal. He was now far from home, deep in enemy territory, surrounded by unknown threats. There would be no easy victories here, no second chances if he failed now. The campaign would end before it even began. But still, he moved forward. The Persian Empire responded quickly. Local commanders gathered their forces, experienced leaders, strong cavalry, numerical advantage, and most importantly, confidence. They believed this would be simple. A young king, new to power, leading an army into their land. To them, this was not a threat. This was a mistake, so they prepared to stop him. Not deep inside their territory, but at the perfect place to destroy him, a river. The battlefield was and it was a trap, a fast-moving river. Uneven ground beneath the water, slippery footing, no stable formation. On the other side, the Persian army waited, positioned on higher ground, ready to strike, waiting for one moment, the crossing, because they knew if the enemy entered the river, they would be exposed, broken, easy to destroy. Any experienced commander would see this and avoid it, wait, reposition, find another way. But Alexander didn't. His generals warned him, wait until morning, find a better crossing, avoid unnecessary risk. Everything about this situation said, do not attack, but made a different choice. He didn't delay. He didn't hesitate. He attacked immediately. Why? Because speed was his weapon, because hesitation gives the enemy time, and because he understood something critical, that if he shocked them now, he could break them before they were ready. So he did what no one expected. He led the attack himself, straight into the river. The moment they entered the water, everything became chaos. Soldiers struggled against the current. Formations broke apart. Footing collapsed beneath them. And before they could recover, the Persians struck. Cavalry charged down toward the river. Spears collided. Shields crashed. Men fell into the water. Fighting began, not on land, but inside the river itself. Confused, disordered, deadly. But Alexander pushed forward. He didn't stay behind. He didn't command from safety. He fought. At the front, in the chaos, in the danger, he drove toward the enemy leaders, trying to break them directly. And then, the moment came. He was surrounded, attacked from multiple sides, struck in the middle of battle. For a second, everything nearly ended. The campaign, the army, the legend, all of it, one moment away from collapse. But he survived, and that moment changed everything. Because now, his army pushed harder. They regained formation, climbed out of the river, and forced the fight onto land. And once that happened, the balance shifted. The Persian cavalry began to lose control. Coordination broke, commanders fell, and with every push, their line weakened, until finally, it broke. What followed was not expected, not by Persia, not by anyone. The army that had prepared to destroy him was now retreating, breaking apart, falling back. The battlefield was lost. The first battle was his, and the impact was immediate. This was not just a victory. This was a message to the world, to every city watching. This young king was not a mistake. He was a threat, a real one. With this victory, the path into Asia opened. The impossible had just happened, and now everything would change, because this was not the end of the war. It was only the beginning. If you want to see how Alexander continues to break an empire, subscribe, because the story is just getting started.